Hello Internet! Today I would like to show you a quirky project inspired by my profound love of turtles and fiction novels. To make this little guy as bright as possible, I used wheat fields from the Masterpiece collection sold by Superior Threads. This is the brightest gold thread made with cotton that I have been able to find. If you know of a brighter cotton thread, please write it in the comment section. The center plate of the shell has 4 Fibonacci spirals. Within the spirals, McTavishing was used to give the impression of captured energy. I left the space around the spirals empty in the base pattern so that I could decide what to add later. Initially, I was going to use blue thread around the outside of the inner shell, but I changed my mind mid-project. The freedom to change my mind is one of the things I love the most about quilting. I learned the stipples used in this quilt from Leah. In the description, I am going to link her website. On it, she has an encyclopedia of free motion quilting tutorials. She also offers affordable online classes to anyone interested in learning to quilt. I would like to encourage anyone interested in quilting to check her out. The inspiration behind this quilt comes from Sir Terry Pratchett. Though turtles holding the world plus a few cosmic pachyderms on its back is a much older concept. It was Sir Pratchett who introduced me to the concept of giant space turtles. His description of the Great A'Toon left me wondering for years what kind of evolutionary family tree cosmic space turtles would have. What kind of biology would they have? What would they consume to maintain their size? Did they all carry planets, or did some serve another purpose? That leads to this tapestry. On it, I have sewn one of the many cosmic turtles that filled my mind for the last 20 years. I call him a star nibbler. As you can guess by the name, this little guy feeds on stars. It's why he glows so brightly against the nebula he is swimming in. Before I began the turtle, I outlined it with iron-off wax chalk. This made it easier to see when I began to stitch the blue thread. I also used it to section off the color changes in the nebula. The threads used outside the nebula are all sold at Joann Fabrics. The points of the blue stippling flow from the turtle as if he's giving off a faint blue light. The deep red and purple stipples are both flowing towards the turtle, yet when they reach the blue thread, they flow around it. I like to imagine that in some way, his species are like the honeybees of the cosmos. The energy taken from one star about to burst is often deposited in another star that is struggling to get started. I know it is dorky to have such a long backstory for a quilting pattern, yet I am so happy with how this little guy came out that I had to share the thought process that put him together. Thank you for taking the time to hear my deeply nerdy description for this pattern. In my next video, I'm going to show how I attach the binding to this quilt. If you are interested in making one of these yourself, I have made most of my patterns available on my Etsy shop.